Yo, what's up guys? Blaze here, and in this video I have your all-in-one guide for the raid of the Spider Queen. Let's get into it. Alright, for the Spider Queen, guys, here's what we're going to do. The entire battle is going to be divided into 3 main stages. The boss will clone itself into poison and shadow clones around 70% HP. It's going to split into those clones, and it's going to inflict poison and shadow on certain characters. So the players need to understand which ailment they're affected with, and they need to attack that specific clone. Example, you get poisoned, you attack the poison one. Shadow, you attack the shadow one. That's simple. At the end, they're gonna form together, I believe, at like 40%. And then they're gonna, I think they're just gonna run, I believe. And I believe they're just gonna run, and then I think you're gonna have the actual encounter with the actual Spider Queen. So pay attention to various interferences while you're in there. The shadow clones are gonna be casting cobwebs at people that'll significantly slow them down. So you want to avoid the cobwebs, and you want to avoid the slime eggs. There's going to be slime eggs that are going to be on the floor as well. So you want to watch out for them. They'll de-accelerate you and so on and so forth. The big thing about that is there's going to be a web bridge that the Spider Queen's going to lay. And you have to cross the bridge fast. You have to get across ASAP. If you move out of the web and you fall, move out of the designated area, you fall and die. It's instant death. So pay attention, guys. It's also crucial that you be interrupting Shadow Kill the boss's clones as soon as possible. Shadow Kill, interrupt instantly. They can cast lethal effects across the whole field. So make sure you be interrupting that fast. Like I said about the spider eggs, you want to be careful about them during the field. If you step on them, they'll trigger certain events. Different events will be triggered. I believe they are, I'll pop them up here on screen. Implosion egg and egg slime, or slime egg. So anyone who touches an implosion egg will be knocked back and take damage. And then touching a slime egg will periodically spit slime at a random player. So, like I said, you just want to avoid this. Just going to be putting stuff all over the floor for everybody. It's going to be a bad time. So, when Devour Egg appears on the field, you want to avoid the eggs connected to you and assist others in killing them. What I mean by that is the boss is going to summon an egg in the center of the field. The egg will drain, I believe, 4 or 5 players' HP, and it'll start pulling them in, okay? If a player is pulled in and touches the egg, it's an instant death. So as soon as Devour Egg comes up and it starts pulling people in, you need to smash it. Big dick DPS that thing down, alright? Just some of the abilities that she's going to be throwing around. Venom Surge. The boss will select 3 characters, dealing dot damage for them for several seconds. And then eventually, when the dot ends, you're going to drop a pool on the ground. So make sure if you have the dot, you need to go away from other characters and know that you're going to drop a pool of poison on the ground that other people can potentially step on. And remember that you need to take these poisons really far out because they stay on the battlefield. So these Venom Surge poison dots are going to have to be taken away. Kind of like in the Shadow Witch fight with the red mobs. Also, the boss is going to do some claw attack in like a 90-degree fan shape. To the character with the highest aggro, of course, should always be the tank. And it'll also activate spider eggs that are hit within the fan. So tanks, you need to understand that where you're tanking them has to be away from these eggs. So when he does that claw attack, that 90-degree cone, it's not hitting any eggs out there. Of course, we know about the Devour Eggs already. So the boss will also cast an ability called Shadow Howl. And when it does this, she's going to teleport to the center of the arena. And she's going to cast damaging effects across the whole field. It's going to be a big, big AoE. Alright? This is unavoidable. You're going to take damage. But the way you minimize your damage is you make sure you're as far away from the boss as possible. Shadow Howl, get away from the boss. That's all you need to remember. That's simple. You gotta watch out for Expel as well. The boss will deal damage, inflicting knockbacks across the whole field, so pay attention. We don't want to fall. So the boss will also have Toxic Shadow Core cast as well. It's basically a poison effect on the floor that'll gradually get bigger and bigger and bigger as the battle goes on. The end of stage 1 and the end of stage 2. So just remember, you want to avoid this AoE. It's growing on the floor. You want to big dick the boss down fast. I don't want to drag this video out too long. I'll throw a couple other what the boss's skills are going to be up here on the screen. You can kind of pause and read it and what you need to do. Just a couple things here or there, really. And honestly, that's almost about it, basically, for the entire fight. I'll pop a couple more things up here towards the end. I'll list a couple more boss skills right here. And just go over a little bit. I'll show a couple of strategies as well. Kind of like an all-in-one. All the tank strategies, all the healer strategies, the DPS. What you're basically going to be doing in the fight. Summed up really quick for you guys just to see right here at the end. A couple screenshots. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Smash that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you later.